Hey you! What's going on? How you doing today? My God. It's so bad. Guys, what's happening today? How you guys doing? I'm very excited on this Monday. All right, we've got a we got 3 announcements, right? 1, 2, 3. We're going to go read off the list. First of all, your boy has a big stock market play in real life paying out today. All right, he's doing crazy things. So, very excited today, ladies and gentlemen. And soon to come, Market Watch videos in the stock market. We're going to be evolving in the next 6 months. I'm just kidding. Chat and comments are going to say weird flex, but okay. Second thing, this is more important than anything. I'm going to remind you guys before we talk about anything today in this video, there is a player for FUT swap in squad battles, okay? Now, the way that you guys will remember stuff is ultra dominance and somebody being annoying. So go and do the squad battles FUT swap this week, okay? If you want any shot at getting a FUT swap deals player, yeah? If you want that base icon pack, you better play squad battles this week, okay? Don't come to me on this Friday or Sunday night, whenever rewards are, and tell me you didn't do it and you forgot. I'm going to remind you every single day in my Market Watch videos. Every day this week, I'm going to tell you to go do this week, to do this, to do the squad battles to get the reward. Also, you have to do this week. I have to do this week as well. So you've got to get this one done. You've got to score using Columbia players and 3 separate rival wins. Third announcement. If you guys haven't been over to my second channel recently, I'm not plugging it. Well, I'm plugging it already. We've got to the point where now I'm plugging it. But I've been uploading a lot of gameplay, a lot of different videos over there. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, you guys can go I can't speak today. Oh my God. Go take a look at it. I will put a link in the description down below. We need to get into the business today. We need to talk about what's going on. I bought a lot of cards overnight, and the market is really weird because the stuff that I bought is not selling, but the market's not low, and the market's really high. And I'm starting to use a few different cards on the market to tell me where the market is in value. And it's starting to work. So that's Zanetti I bought at 1.4. Guys, I may or may not have bought a Hullet Optimus Prime. You guys will figure that out very soon. No, I did. I bought an Optimus Hullet Prime. And guys, I bought it to play with. I'm really tired of not playing with players that I want to try. I bought an Optimus Hullet at 9 mil last night. I think just flat at 9 mil. So I may break even on him. I'm not really sure yet, but I want to try the card. And I have a lot of coins right now, so I'm going to try him in Rivals. So we're going to get a gameplay video there for the second channel this week. So I've got that. I've got it listed for like 10 mil right now, but I'm going to use it in my team. Other things to discuss, right? Some cards that I want to talk to you guys about that I've started to look at to tell me if the market is low or high, okay? From now on, I'm just looking at this card, okay? Because this card is like 700,000 coins. So every time I look at this card and the price of it, it's going to tell me where the market is. Yeah, he's 700K right now, okay? So this card I'm going to solely look at now to know where the market is. When he's 690, 700, the market's high. When he's in the 500s, the market is low. Other players that you guys can do this with is Cristiano Ronaldo. That's another player that you guys can do this with. I think he got up to like 1.5 this week, I believe. Oh boy, the market's high. Wow, yeah, 157. That's really high for a Monday. And not much is dropping today too, which is another thing that I'm looking at and thinking, oh, okay. So, guys, we discussed this already. In terms of SBCs this week, I'm not expecting that much, guys. I think that we will probably get some daily, like, you know, we'll probably get some daily not live cards, but like Ramsey, that kind of thing. I don't think icons will be until Friday. I think on Friday they'll drop like a Eusebio and like 5 other icons, or Ronaldinho and 5 other icons. Still don't think they're going to drop Hullet R9, any of those big boys, for a long, long time. Something that we got to discuss today, gentlemen, is the fact that Champions League is back, I believe, tomorrow. And Champions League cards are getting out of control. They're going really high. What I would tell you guys in this market is it's safe to buy cards. You guys have another week, in my opinion. I'm looking at it today, and I'm thinking, okay, everyone's pretty much fine buying cards. You guys can go do your thing. I flipped a PK overnight at like 210. So people are paying crazy amounts for these live cards. But I want to discuss these cards with you guys because some of them are getting out of control. For example, Quadrado, right? 460K. You guys may want to take the money on any of these live cards. The trend of these cards has been that when the games actually happen, so like they start, I believe, tomorrow, right? When these games are actually going on, what's happening to these cards is people are selling the cards down. So people are not. It's really complicated, right? And I know it's confusing to you guys, but these cards have been going down when the games actually happen. So you guys might want to keep that into consideration to not hold. But yeah, you've got some cards right now like Fabinho at 630,000 coins. I don't even know why you're buying that. Because the craziest part for me looking at a card like this, right? And I'm not trying to spook you guys, but I'm trying to tell you guys that even if Liverpool wins, this is going to be very similar to Barcelona the other week. where in my opinion, like, this is gonna go down, win or loss. You know what I'm saying? It's like with FIFA, right? Once the watch card is getting an upgrade and it goes up and up and up, and when it actually gets the upgrade, it goes down, right? It's like in the real market when a company's supposed to have a really good earnings report for that quarter, right? And everyone goes and buys the stock before it gets released. And even if it's good or it's bad, it goes down usually because everyone was already invested before. That's what this is telling me. So I'm trying to tell you guys might want to take some money on this, because right now you're looking at this card being the highest it has ever been by a mile. Country mile, guys. This is 30K it's ever been. And we're about a month away from Team of the Season. And again, Nick, why are you trying to scare me for Team of the Season? I'm not. But let me show you guys something really quickly. And we're going to do a really cool video later today on Team of the Season and some cool things to talk about that. But, like, take a look at this, guys, right? Like, so, I mean, like let's take a look at a card that's very similar to Fabinho, right? Like Fernandinho's Team of the Season, right? It's like 550K. So you look at it, 600K. This is the first week too. You look at a card like Fabinho at that price, and you just sit there and you wonder, hey, is that really like a valid price, you know? And to me, I don't know if that is. I don't know if that's a valid price, guys. That's my biggest problem with this card. I'm not sure if that is a actual price that I like. So I'm trying to tell you guys that some of these cards you may want to get out of, guys, before the Champions League starts this week, because the trends that I have noticed, the bigger trends, right, in the bigger scheme of things, was with some of these bigger cards. I know Aguero does well until the game time, but I remember like when the games actually happen, like the bigger cards go down and it's a ghost market, man. People don't buy these big cards when the games actually happen. So just be careful if you guys are holding like Suarez, any of these kind of cards, right? Like, you're going to want to be careful. Suarez is 135 right now. And you guys also hold the chance of any of you guys who are holding these cards, right? The teams can lose. It's not like these teams are invincible or, you know, they can lose, right? The matchups are, right? I think Barca's playing Man United, so yes, Barca's a favorite, but Man U just beat PSG, and you never know with these teams, man. The Champions League is so up in the air. You guys know how that works. So just be careful if you guys are holding any of these cards, but you've also got to know that some cards are just bought into hype. This PK card is not worth 210K. This card is so high right now because this is for Champions League excitement, right? This is people buying into this card for the idea of Barcelona progressing. That's what people are buying into this card for. There's not much more than that. And I think that I look at that and I see that. And look, Flippin's got a really cool new feature where it's like price trend. There's like a ticker that's like 1 point. It shows the percentage. Yeah, I mean, just be careful, especially because you've also got a situation where Barca's going to play away, I believe, first game. I think that means they're away. So just know that Barca, when they played Lyon, I think they got a tie on the road, and that impacted some of the prices of the cards because the cards went down a bit because people were like, whoa, they just tied. So that could happen as well. That's a situation that may happen. Just keep that in mind. I want to talk about Team of the Week with you guys really quickly because Team of the Week 29 does have some good investments. Some of them are really high right now, and this sucks because they were really low on Saturday, and I liked them, and I didn't buy them, and now they're really up. So some of my favorites that I was talking about this week was Poulsen, Party, and Robertson, and now they're up a lot. So it's kind of one of those situations where you don't really know what to do. You're going to try to have to adapt. You're going to have to hope for a marquee matchup pack, some kind of 50K pack, some kind of SBC that EA releases that's like cheap and everyone does it. To bring the price down of Team of the Week. I would look at Party in like the mid 80s to low 80s. Poulsen, I would look just at the brim of 100. And Robertson, if you can get him under 250, it's a really good look. I like these moves a lot. The one thing that worries me about Robertson, and I like this card a lot. I think this card has never really not risen out of packs. I have one problem with the card, and the fact of the matter is that Jordi Alba is like 240, 230, and Salah's FUT birthday is like 310. So I don't know like how much Robertson can really go up. So it worries me a little bit when you look at the comparison of other players that are in the picture. Yeah, I'm a little scared about that, guys. I'm not really sure what to think, but that worries me big time. I am worried about this. I think this can definitely go like 280, but then you got to look at it in the grand scheme of things like, oh, is that worth it for you guys to go put X amount of money in? It may not be. So that's where you got to look at it. But Team of the Week this week is very rare. There's not a lot of supply because there was no lightning rounds this weekend. There was absolutely no pack supply. So it's going to be very similar to the week before. And if you guys looked at the week before flew in value because there was no pack supply. The lower stuff started rising from, I think it was Monday on. Jordi Alba was like 200, now he's 240. Pogba was like 820, he's 900 now. Even Hazard got up to like, I think Hazard's like 1.2 now. Yeah, I mean, I sold him at 119 last night. I bought him at 1.1. Depay went up a bit, so you've got these cards that did get really rare from last Team of the Week. And if you go on the market, you can see the supply of the cards, right? It's almost non-existent. So that's what's really been good about these recent Team of the Weeks is there hasn't been promos. So they've actually been really, really increasing in value. And so it's been obvious on the market. You can see it that the cards have been really, really increasing in value. But yeah, dude, the market's in a weird spot right now because it's really high, but to be honest, guys, there's not that many cards getting bought. It's weird. It's like people don't want to list lower, and people are really rich because here's the deal. When we get to the date of when we are getting to the date of like Thursday on, people are buying cards like crazy. I mean, it's not even shocking, but every single week when we get to that time of the week, everything shoots up like crazy amounts. So I look at that and I think about how rich the market is. It's just funny to me because the market doesn't decide to buy stuff until that time of the week. So if any of you guys have cards that you have that are outstanding or you can't sell, I would just hold on to them at this point because Monday to Wednesday is pointless to sell cards because cards fluctuate up and down a lot in this time because of the they fluctuate up and down a lot, guys, because of the lack of buyers on Monday to Tuesday, Wednesday. But in general, once you get to Thursday on, most cards you guys have are going to be way more in value. So just keep that in mind. If you guys have a team or you have something like that, just write it out, guys. It's not worth it for you to try to sell today. It's not at all. I'm telling you guys from watching the market every single day, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. So I'm looking at a lot of the moments recently because they've been fun to trade. But to be honest, they've been really hard to sell. I've had a few moments cards this week that I bought. For example, I bought 2 George Bests, and I literally haven't been able to. I sold one on Friday, but it's tough, man. You don't want to get stuck with these prime cards past Friday because past Friday sometimes they don't freaking sell. It's really, really crazy. I'm really struggling to sell my Bests. I have 2 Bests on my trade pile. I'm starting to look at other cards too, like Rivaldo. Some of these cards I'm starting to really, really, really look into. But they're not. None of these cards are really that easy to sell, man. It's a pain in the butt with some of them. It really is, guys. But I think the more I start buying some of these cards, I'm gonna start trying to trade some of them because. Sorry, the more I start buying some of these cards, the more I'm gonna start trying them in game because I've been buying so many of these cards and I haven't even tried them. And I think for me, I gotta try them before Team of the Season because once we get to Team of the Season, I'm probably not gonna use any of these cards at all. So I gotta keep that in mind as I look through these cards and as I continue to buy them and things like that. So yeah, man, I think that's something that I gotta try to motivate myself to doing. It's hard, man. It's hard to want to hop into Division 1 rivals and try cards. It really is. The motivation is really lacking. Especially right now. I think when Team of the Season comes out, it'll be a lot easier to want to try cards and to want to use cards because of the fun of all the new cards coming out to the game. But right now, it's really, really hard to want to play Division 1 rivals. So, yeah, guys, that's where I'm at. If you guys were wondering as well, we played Weekend League with a less than 500k team with untradables. We finished 18-6, I believe. We had some really close games, man. It was fun. It was nice to challenge myself. It was nice to use a different team. I missed some opportunities in some games that my other players probably would have scored, but it was fun. It was a good challenge. I played really well. I lost a lot of games in pens. It was a really, really good weekend. So this week we're going to go back to the normal team. We're going to try out Aguero. We're going to try the Hullet I bought, the Mbappe. We're going to try. We've been using Mbappe. We're going to get Mbappe back in the team. All that good stuff, guys. So thank you guys for watching the video today. I do appreciate everybody who supports every single day, and I'll see you guys in the video soon. Peace out.